Hey, it's Penny, and today we're going to be talking about vegetarian pitfalls and vegetarian whole food, not really foods. Okay. We're talking about junk food, and there's so many things that the food industry is trying to get us to buy into. So they're making things more whole food and they're making things more plant based. And they're trying to get us to buy these new manufactured foods that are quote unquote healthy for you. So they slap an organic label on it or they put something on it. But, the bottom line is it's still highly processed foods. And when you're dealing with highly processed foods, your body, what is your body going to do with it? What you're going to buy, how's your body going to react to it? How's your body going to digest it? How's your body going to eat it? When you start eating whole food plant-based, you start craving fruits and vegetables. It's bottom line. So I want to talk to you a little something about Beyond Beef. Now, I personally have not tried this product because the thought of it just completely grosses me out for the total fact that it's a plant based protein that has been made to taste like beef. Okay, so I'm looking at the ingredient label, and one patty will give you 270 calories. That patty is made up of water, pea protein isolate. I don't have pea protein isolate in my pantry. I got split peas, expelled pressed canola oil, refined coconut oil. That's the saturated fat, is that coconut oil. And canola oil, people are kind of on the fence as to whether or not that's even a good oil for you. It's not in my kitchen. So far, we've got two ingredients that aren't in my kitchen. Because canola oil doesn't come into this house, because I don't like it. And I don't even know what pea protein isolate is. Coconut oil I got. Contains 2% or less of the following: cellulose from bamboo. I got that in my pillows. Yeah, and maybe have some bamboo sheets. Cellulose from bamboo. Methyl cellulose. I don't even know what that is. I might have it inside a celery, like that stringy stuff inside a celery. I really don't know. I don't know what that is. Potato starch, I know what that is. Natural flavor. Now, natural flavor can be anything. That's the thing about natural flavor. It's undisclosed. It could be butt guts for all you know. You don't know what natural flavor is. Maltodextrin, that's sugar. Yeast extract. So maybe nutritional yeast? I don't know. Salt. Okay, salt I got in my kitchen. Sunflower oil. So the second ingredient is expelled pressed canola oil, and the next oil is sunflower oil. So this thing's a grease bomb. It's 20 grams of fat. 5 grams are saturated. So it's not healthy fats. So then it's got vegetable glycerin, another yeast, dried yeast, gum arabic, citrus extract to protect quality. Maybe that's the same as me putting, orange juice on my bananas so they don't oxidize. I don't know. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Okay, I got that in my house. I got that. Beet juice extract. Probably to give it the pink color, I guess. For color, that's what it says, for color. Acetic acid. Succinic acid. Modified food starch. And annatto for color. So, for 270 calories, you get this cobbled together something that looks like beef. And when you fry it up, quote unquote, tastes like beef. It doesn't have any soy. Okay. It's got that going for it, but 270 calories. Now, you can get a 1/3 pound hamburger patty from HEB, and it has 270 calories. 15 grams total fat, 6 grams of saturated fat. And guess what the ingredients are? Beef. That's it, beef. So, from a nutritional point of view, you can have this cobbled together 5 grams of fat, 20 grams total fat, 5 grams of saturated fat. Or you can have a hamburger patty that's 6 grams of saturated fat and only 15 grams of total fat. Come on. You know, granted, I know it's not plant protein. I mean, it's not plant-based. But the other thing is a Frankenstein. And your body's not designed to eat Frankenstein. Your body doesn't know what to do with Frankenstein. So when you read your labels, look at your labels. What are they trying to get you to eat? Why is this better? Just because it's plant-based? You know, and I see recipe after recipe after recipe, all trying to tweak the diet. What can I get away with so that I can eat what I like? So like, you know, the Whole30. I gotta tell you about the Whole30. So it's a great program, honestly. The Whole30, a lot of people lose weight on it, and it's basically just chucking processed foods out of your life. Okay? But there's no flour in the Whole30 diet. So there's no flour. So everybody was like using almond flour, garbanzo flour, or rice flour. You know, they were using ingredients to get around the Whole30 parameter. And one of the things that they discovered is you can take a banana and you can smash it and you can add an egg to it and smash it and whip it together and you can make pancakes. Okay? So technically, a pancake really isn't a great whole food item. But if you make it with an egg and a banana, then you're in whole food land, right? But you're still going to want to put butter on it. You're still going to want to put syrup on it, right? So, you know, people, the thing with the diet mentality, we're going to be talking about this on another day, is in the diet mentality, we grasp for straws of what we think we're craving. And so we get away from eating food just simply because we're hungry, or we need sustenance, or we need to eat this. Then we just end up start having like a life and life and life of craving and craving and craving and craving some more and craving. And we don't really eat what's best for our body. We don't eat whole fruits and vegetables. We eat chips because we think we're craving chips. We eat a candy bar because we can't live without a candy bar. You can totally live with a candy bar, without a candy bar. You know what you can't live without? Water. Can't live without water. You can kind of not live without food. The newest diet trend? Not eating. It's called intermittent fasting. They have like a once a day. You only eat once a day and you eat for 1 hour and that's it. And the whole 23 other hours, you don't eat. It's probably not the swiftest, you know. I mean, it's going to work because it's going to reduce your calories. But what I'm trying to get into your heads is quality. Okay, quality nutrition, quality ingredients. Your body is a hell of a lot happier with a bell pepper than it is with a fried chip. Your body is a lot happier with fresh fruit than it is with a candy bar or with ice cream. You can make some really delicious desserts just pureeing some fruit and sticking it in the freezer. And boom, you've got yourself a sorbet. And it's lovely and it's delicious. And your body starts craving whole fruits and vegetables the more you eat whole fruits and vegetables. Because you know why? Because your gut biome, remember that stomach I was telling you about? That other brain that you have that goes, I need a banana, we need potassium. We're low on calcium, I think we need some cheese. You know, these kind of things. Or some spinach. You know, spinach is really good for calcium. You want to send some spinach down? You know, this whole thing, it's all brain hunger. Okay? You don't have to eat. You'll lose weight if you don't eat. Okay? And that whole 1,200 calorie thing, It's just a thing. It's just another food myth, like the millions and millions of food myths out there. So, I know that when you go whole foods plant based, and when there's so many options out there, and there's so many people trying to sell you crap and trying to get you on this bandwagon or this bandwagon, or eat this or eat that, or don't eat this or don't eat that. If you keep your food really simple, which is what I'm trying to do, it really, really benefits you. So eat whole grains instead of white pasta. Eat bread that's got a whole bunch of seeds and nuts in it instead of a slice of Wonder Bread. Eat a patty made out of black beans versus a patty made out of pea isolate and the cellulose. Think about it. What would you rather have? Something delicious and tasty, or a Frankenfood? It's really up to you. So I'm just saying, be aware of the pitfalls, because you never know what you're gonna come across. But read them labels. Read those labels. Coconut oil, it's a saturated fat. It's not that good for you. You know what a saturated fat is? A saturated fat is solid at room temperature. That's a saturated fat. So Crisco, lard, butter, coconut oil, they're solid at room temperature. Got to melt them down to get them to, melted level. And so they're saturated. And I could go into the chemistry about it, but that's like 35 years ago. And I kind of have to look it up because I don't remember. It has to do with methyl groups and carbon chains and a bunch of stuff like that. Janet would tell you. Janet Graydon, my chemistry professor friend. So anyway, so that's it. Plant-based pitfalls. Wanted to share with you my adventures with near what is it called? Beyond Beef. I actually looked at it. And and the price is comparable. It's like $7.50 or $9 for this little chingadera of beef, and it's like $9 for sirloin. Your body knows what to do with sirloin. Your body doesn't know what to do with cellulose or pea protein isolate mixed in with a little natural flavors. Lord knows what that is, but whatever. So there you go. Vegan, vegetarian, junk food. There's plenty of them. There's whole aisles. There's sections of them in the grocery store now. It's like gluten-free, organic. H-E-B has a full line of simple ingredients, which is actually pretty cool because you recognize the stuff that's on the can. It's like vitamin C and tomatoes. Okay, that's something I can live with. Okay, but when it says 47 nitrates and ITEs and OSEs and all these other chemicals, if it's not in your kitchen for you to cook with, maybe it's something you shouldn't be eating. Okay, because there's so many people are jumping on the plant-based wagon, and they're creating all of these Frankenfoods, all kinds. You can get Franken chips, you can get Franken crackers, you can get Franken meat, you can get Franken tofu, you can get Franken bacon, you can get all kinds of cobbled together foods. It's better for you to just eat the real thing, because your body knows what to do with the real thing. Your body doesn't know what to do with a Frankenfood. Trust me on that one. So be careful. Love your body. Love your belly. Love your brain. Drink your water. Lots of water. Remember, mindfully move. And try to avoid salt if you have high blood pressure. Try to avoid sugar if you're diabetic. Oh, and fat too. We'll talk about that another day. So tomorrow we are going to talk about snacking and menu planning. So we'll see what Penny has in store for you. And today I went to the produce market, my little buddies down on Laredo Street, and they had this friggin' pillowcase of spring mix, and I bought it. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to be making, time to drink water. I'm going to be making a large pasta dish with a ton of sauteed spring mix and a lot of garlic. That sound good? Oh, and I got some red peppers. I don't know, I might take you into the kitchen while I have adventures with my giant pillowcase of spring mix. No, some's going in my smoothie tomorrow, that's for sure. So anyways, so that's my little talk for today. Be careful when you get enticed by the wonderful world of Frankenfoods, because they're not designed by chefs, they're designed by chemists. And chemists design things to addict you. The whole pharmacy industry, that's a whole nother talk. Not for today. But anyways, so my lovelies, remember, I love you. I want you to be successful. I hope these tips and tricks of my trials and tribulations are of value to you. And we'll see you tomorrow when we talk about menu planning and snacks. Talk to you later. Alrighty. Love you. Remember, like, comment, share. Alright. Laters. Love you. Bye-bye.